Ambigu is number 2, the second monster designed for Monster Crown. What good's an RPG without a slime monster? First I drew a small green slime, and then I made him blue, but it just seemed so generic. It's hard to make an original slime, and my pixel art skills weren't so great back then. I decided that if a slime monster was to evolve and become somewhat intelligent and hardy in this world, it'd have to incorporate a mineral into its body. I decided bismuth would be a really cool idea because that whole thing with bismuth being in Pepto-Bismol just kind of fascinated me. Seeing the raw mineral, it certainly doesn't seem like something you should consume, but hey, if it works. Looking at pictures of bismuth online, it had a really cool structure to it. It forms these angular edges and overlapping squares while having such a cool color. I wanted to bring some of that into the design of Ambigu, but originally it kind of turned out a bit like a mess, although it certainly wasn't generic. Eventually my design skills got a bit better and I decided to redesign Ambigu from scratch. I thought using that looping on itself feel of bismuth lended itself really well to an octopus-like slime design. I also had to keep it ambiguous and I had to decide between giving it a visible brain or making it kind of dumb, so guess what I chose? I really like the idea of Ambigu constantly morphing, and due to its low IQ, sometimes eating parts of itself, which is no harm to it because those parts just kind of instantly regrow from the material it ate. But even trading eyeballs and more solid body parts with other Ambigu of its kind when they interact. If you imagine trading arms or legs with someone and not paying much attention, it can give you this bit of anxiety because you have to keep track of who owns what, and someone could leave with some of your parts, or you could end up with an unfunctional body. Thankfully, there's a solution for that. Just don't think. So, ambiguous behavior and sensibilities were born from that, keeping in line with its unstable typing. While Ambigu is unstable starter available in Monster Crown, did you know that it almost got replaced by another unstable monster, Plague? Ultimately, Plague and Canine are similar structurally, so it lowered the diversity of the available starters. Not to mention it make the color pool of available starters a bit more shallow as well. When Ambigu is exposed to Ferrizer, the particles of its bismuth within its body are activated and fuse into hardened parts, turning into a more squid-like shape rather than octopus. This more powerful Ambigu has also solidified a bit in the brain department. It's smarter and much faster to figure things out or react during battle. It's much more suitable for battle. As for naming, you're right. It's ambiguous goo.